looking at the game on Saturday night, I really locked in on the second half. Of course, there was a fake punt first drive of the game. So LSU sent a message, hey, we're here to play. We're going to leave it all out on the field and do anything we possibly can to win this game. And Coach O, despite all of his misgivings and losing his job, he certainly had the team ready to play. And he certainly talked about it leading into the game that, hey, we're here to win. No moral victories. We want to win the game. We believe we can win the game.
Yeah, the main thing for me is the players really tried their hardest. They gave all the effort out there. And I really would have liked to win the game, but it is a good showing against one of the best teams consistently. And the main thing for me was the blitzing packages on defense, I think really changed the game for Bama because they had no tape because LSU hadn't blitzed all year. Like I haven't seen us blitz a single time up into this game. So it was very surprising for me, but it was necessary. And that's one of the things you need to beat Alabama. You have to get pressure on the quarterback. You have to stop the run. And we did that pretty well. And the main thing on offense, I think where we failed was the offensive scheme is just not up to par. But you could see some of the playmakers were making plays. Ty Davis Price in a poor schematic offense ran for 100 yards. And that's very exciting for a back who's probably going to come back next year, running for 100 yards in Bryant Denny. And you could see greats like Leonard Fournette and Darius Geis and Jeremy Hill. They didn't accomplish that. So that was exciting for me watching the game. And special teams, I think we should have opted to kick some field goals because Cade York, the kicker, I mean, he's one of our best players. You have to rely on your kicker. Down by 6 with about 5 minutes left, we could have kicked the field goal, and our defense wasn't. It didn't look like they were going to get beat over the top. So I feel like maybe we should have opted to kick field goal. But overall, I think we played a pretty good game. And the main takeaway for me is that we still have the talent to compete with Alabama. So LSU fans should really start to get excited with the new coach coming in.
If you kick the field goal, of course, then that final drive, um, so the drive stalls with about 2.5 minutes left in the game. But because of the defensive timeouts and holding Alabama no first downs, the offense didn't have a great shot at it, but they had somewhat of a shot to get it into field goal range. They were basically a pass completion away, or they were right there. Didn't they get it down to the 30?
Down to about
at
the
the end of the game?
35.
Yeah.
About the 35.
So they would have had a shot at a long field goal to tie the game had they kicked the field goal before. Of course, hindsight's 2020, and you don't know what the situation's going to be. And that was the way that they were playing all night. Let's go for it. Let's take it a shot. And it was, what was the fourth down? How many yards to go?
4th and 8 on the goal line, and then about 4th and I think it was about 4th and 9 on the second one. So, I mean, you can take your field goals, but I understand. I mean, what are the probabilities you win in overtime in Bryant Denny? I get it. We're huge underdogs. So I respect that. We went for it, but hindsight 2020, you can look and see and just nitpick, but that again, it's just nitpicking at that point.